How's it going? My name is Alistair Mason, and I am here to discuss Case 2-1, a team player. Just to start off, I want to give a quick recap of the case. The case describes Barbara, an auditor, is auditing a client with her team that consists of 5 other staff-level employees. One of these employees' names is Diane, who finds an immaterial, or so she believes, deficiency, but does not wish to report it to their supervisor named Jessica because Diane should have found the deficiency earlier and not later on the audit and does not want to be reprimanded. Barbara, on the other hand, wishes to report this finding, but finds that the majority of her team does not want to go behind each other's back and report it as they do not have time nor want extra work to put them behind schedule. Before we get into the case, I want to discuss Kohlberg's model of moral development. Kohlberg gave 3 levels of moral development, namely pre-conventional, conventional, and post-conventional. The pre-conventional stage is of observing the surroundings. The conventional stage is moreover personal as well as societal changes, and post-conventional is defined in terms of the abstract. Kohlberg believed that moral development, like cognitive development, follows a series of stages. He would use moral dilemmas, stories of present conflicting ideas about 2 or more values, to teach 10 to 16-year-old boys about morality and value. If we apply this to the issues of the case, we see that Diane and the others on the team, who do not wish to report to Jessica, are reasoning at the pre-conventional level of avoiding punishment and satisfying one's own needs. They are trying to avoid to do extra work and go over the time allocated budget. Barbara and Haley, the co-worker who agrees with Barbara and wants to report to Jessica, are reasoning at a conventional and almost impossibly post-conventional level. Instead of wanting to look out for themselves, they want to look out for the company, the firm, the clients, the public, and also follow the auditing standards at a more law and order level. Barbara understands that the deficiency could be more serious than the group let on, or that the deficiency could lead to other problems down the line in their audit. Oftentimes, a group wants a clear-cut leader or work by majority rules. However, this does not work for ethics. If a group decides by majority rule to rob someone, it doesn't make the theft right or ethical. Barbara should, in this case, just tell Jessica about the deficiency. If we look at the questions that we have to answer, we see that how can you best express your point effectively? What would you need to say to whom in what sequence? And honestly, what do you expect or push back when you say this, and what do you expect to do next? If I'm standing in Barbara's shoes, like I said earlier, I would report this to Jessica. I would try to explain to my teammates that this is a very important issue that needs to be informed by Jessica. I would state that I understand all of their concerns of not wanting to report it to Jessica and will take the blame for not finding this deficiency sooner personally. She can also inform their team that informing Jessica will make their team appear to have more integrity, and by not informing them could have possibly affect the audit. Barbara can ask Haley, the coworker who sides with Barbara, for help. It may appear more legitimate to Jessica if more than one person informs her of the problem and not just by Barbara herself. Diane and the other teammates who are reluctant to inform Jessica of the problem may push back against Barbara if she goes to inform Jessica. They may feel that they're going to get blamed or there's going to be more assigned work or other reprimandants that they do not wish to receive. Barbara should still go talk to Jessica overall in the end and explain in detail why Jessica or the managers or partners may need to know about the deficiency. Jessica might be mad in the current stance for not finding this deficiency earlier in the audit, but in the end, it's not a problem that Jessica should ignore. It is something that should be reported by Barbara or someone in the team and found out the right way. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate listening to me.